Somebody is really sad that he doesn't get to go with. No, you have to stay. I'm sorry, but you can't come this time. No, just the boys are going. You have to stay with Mom. You have to stay with Mom and Annika. No. I'm sorry, but no, you have to stay. You have to stay. Well, I decided to mix it up a little bit. Hunter and I have been sitting on the stand all day. We have not seen one deer. Keep in mind that a week ago, we saw 20 deer last weekend. We have not seen one deer today. We've been in different spots and just nothing's moving. I've heard a couple shots way out in the distance, but not much at all. It's been windy all day today. This morning was pretty cold. So I decided to set up the ground blind. Probably can't see it, but the stand is back that way. And I kept thinking I heard something down in here. So I finally walked down that ridge right there. And there's a pretty well used deer trail. So I think what they're doing is I think they're skirting the ridge, being a little sneakier than they have been. Normally there's a trail up this way. And I think that they're taking that extra security of being down in that low spot. So we've got the ground blind set up just because I couldn't see the spot from the stand, and I'm hoping this works. I know it's kind of a new thing in their area and they may spook, but it's worth a shot. I'm not seeing anything else otherwise. So I'm just sitting here in the stand, and I wanted to mention that one of my subscribers, Ed, had sent me a couple of devotional books, and he is part of the Wisconsin chapter of Christian Deer Hunters Association. So he had wrote me a nice note and said that him and his wife had watched some of the videos and were thinking of me, and that they wanted to send me some of these devotionals out. And I just wanted to say thank you, Ed. I appreciate you thinking of me. It's very generous of you, and I appreciate it. I hope you guys are all having a good hunt as well. All right, well, enough talking. I'm probably scaring away anything that's not even in the area. So it's about 3 o'clock. Day's going to be over pretty quick. Hunter and I are going to go grab some dinner, and we'll see what the night holds, decide what plan is for tomorrow. So we'll catch you guys a little bit later. Well, that'll do it for day one of the second week in the deer season. Did not see one deer all day long. Neither did Hunter, unless he saw some this last hour. So yeah, not very promising. Not very promising at all. I don't know what is going on. Tell you what though, it's a little hard to get excited about hunting tomorrow after sitting out in the cold all day with nothing to show for it. Alright, well, I'm gonna go pick up Hunter. Well, my GoPro went dead, so I'm using my iPhone. Hopefully this still works. I'm in the ground blind, and I had my local doe and yearling just up the trail from me. And as I suspected, they stopped and thought it was suspicious that the blind was here all of a sudden. But they stood around and snorted and blew at me, and then finally walked off. So I suspected that the local deer would find this suspicious, but my thought was for a deer that's just getting pushed through the area, or a buck that's searching for does, maybe he wouldn't know that it isn't always here and wouldn't be alarmed by it. But I gotta say, this is nice. I got the buddy heater going. It's kind of like sleeting out a little bit, but I'm warm, I'm dry, comfortable, I can move around. I'm liking this. I think this might be the way to go in the future. It's so nice because I get a almost 360 viewpoint, and I can move and not worry about getting busted. Poor Hunter's probably freezing his butt off on the stand, and here I'm toasty warm. Well, I just picked up Hunter from where he was hunting, and he has not seen a thing all morning. He did, however, see 7 otters run underneath his stand and over to the lake, so that was kind of cool. Said they were just booking in a straight line. But so what we're gonna do, just because of the lack of deer this weekend, if we really wanted to, we have next weekend to hunt as well, which I don't know if I'm going to or not, but I want to get this trailer out of here. So the moment of truth is here to see if that tongue that I made is gonna fit. As you can see, it just fits up into that slot and pins in with hitch pins. So the big question will be whether my holes are gonna line up. I suppose I need to figure out lights too for this thing. Okay, you can throw this in the shed. Oh, the shack, I mean.
Which one's the shack?
The cabin.
Okay, that's a better name.
Alright, so trouble, toil, and bubbles, right? Alright, so this is not going well. Alright, so this pin, where did I do with that other pin? Oh, it's right here. So this pin must be, okay, you're gonna have to lift this up for me. Actually, I think we're gonna have to put the, here. Now, this, oh, that might line up. That actually might work. That actually might work. Can you go to the other side and see if why that's not going through?
No, that way. Yeah. No, yeah. Down. Push it through. It almost looks like it could.
Watch out in case this falls off the stump.
Push it down like a little bit.
Push the what down?
Make the pin go down a little bit.
How about this? What if I move the tongue a little bit? Does that give more play?
Maybe. No, try pushing it.
Oh, it's there. It just needs to get forced. It just needs a hammer. There. There! This light's hooked up. Well, I'm pretty happy about that trailer tongue. Well, as you can see, it's kind of the snowy sleet, and it is freezing on everything that it lands on. Hunter's gun was really iced over. So we decided that we're gonna call it and get on the road before things get too bad, and we haven't seen anything to speak of this morning anyway. Well, I guess I can start feeding the deer again. since we're probably going to be done hunting for the year. I'm pretty happy with that ground blind experience though. It worked out better than I could have hoped. Well, I guess better would have meant I would have shot a deer out of it, but oh, it's so warm and toasty in there. I have no idea how this goes back together. Obviously, you're gonna have to hang this up in the garage when I get home. You have to like figure eight this somehow. I have no idea. Any ideas, Hunter? It twists and folds again. All right, perfect. Ready to go. All right, next time I come up is going to be the install for the wood stove. But that's all for this trip. No deer, but it was a safe season. It was fun. We made some memories. My daughter got to come up. She got to see a bunch of deer. She had beautiful weather. But as you can see, it's snowing. We want to hit the road before the roads get too treacherous. So that should pretty much wrap up hunting season for the year. Now I'll move on to ice fishing and continuing work on the interior of the cabin. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. Well, I don't know about you, but sitting in a deer stand 20 feet in the air is not my idea of a good time when the weather's like this. Woo! Oh my gosh, it's cold and windy.